So believe it or not, being a short guy is actually an advantage for you. And the reason I'm able to say that to you guys is because I've actually lived it. I have experience in this realm. As you can see, I'm a pretty short dude. I'm 5'4". I'm not the biggest guy, obviously, but I've experienced certain things in life regardless of my height because of certain things that I've implemented and certain mindsets that I've had that allowed me to prosper as a short man when people told me that you really can't prosper as a short guy. And I'm here to do the opposite for you because I know there's a lot of short guys out there, a lot of short kings that are struggling mentally. They feel lonely. They feel like they can't get anywhere in life because society is holding them back because of their height. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you a few reasons why. So one of the reasons being is actually tied back to society's perception of you. And that's the fact that you're an underdog. All right? And everybody loves a good underdog story. Everybody loves a good underdog story. Everybody loves to see the team that was down 30 points come back and win. Everybody loves to see the MMA fighter or the boxer that was down a few rounds and then came back and knocked the other guy out. Everybody loves to see that. So why wouldn't everybody love to see an underdog story about a guy who was short, about a guy who had society against him and still managed to come out on top ahead of most people that were taller than them, bigger than them? If you being an underdog should already fuel you to improve your life. You being looked down upon, whether you take it personally or not, should be enough fuel for you to have ambition, to have drive, to strive for more in your life, to build your confidence, to build your charisma, your personality, your physique, your habits, your communication skills, your social skills, your overall life skills. Being the underdog, when you win, it's viewed in a more positive light than somebody who already had an advantage winning, because you already knew they were probably going to win based off their starting point. But if you're somebody who has to start below and lower than the guy who's already up here, and you've surpassed that guy that's up here based on what society deems is valuable or high value, that's the perfect underdog story. Not only for society, but for yourself. Because now you're proving to yourself that regardless of what people think of you or regardless of what the world around you tells you, you can actually win. You can win. I remember the feeling in high school when I was the same height I am right now. And I thought society is against me because I'm short. I'm never going to get a girlfriend. I'm never going to do a lot of things that I'm never going to be able to play sports, even though I wasn't really the biggest sports guy. But I did them anyways. Eventually, I learned how to talk to women and attract women based on my mindset. And that's because I looked at myself as an underdog, and that allowed me to take action in life. See, the underdogs know that the odds are stacked against them. But they persevere, they keep going, and they keep training, and they keep fighting. And they keep battling out until the end. Because they know that they will always outwork the next person. So that should be enough fuel for you to get up, have ambition, and build yourself up. And that's going to lead to my next point. Is you have to actually build your personality. You don't know how many guys I've been around in my personal life, in the military, just in real life in general, that are way taller than me, that have no personality. And that's no shade to anybody, right? Not trying to judge anybody, but a lot of tall guys that I'm around, they have no personality, or their personality is trash, and they treat people around them like trash because they think that they're tall so that they can do whatever they want in society, which to an extent might be true, but you have to ask yourself, do you want to be that guy? You want to be the guy that has a shitty personality because of his physical appearance? Or do you want to be the guy that has a great personality because of his physical appearance? It it is so much more fulfilling in life when you actually have to level up as a playable character. You need to look at life like you're a playable character. You press the random button. You only had one chance to push the random button, and it turns out your character was short. And now you got to really build your attributes up. Life is fun when you look at it that way, because every time you hit that next level, you're like, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're building your character, your personality, your charisma, your social skills, your relationship skills. I guarantee that if I was 6'4", I wouldn't be able to articulate myself. I wouldn't be able to go out and socialize. I wouldn't have the physique that I have, because I would have just used my height to coast through life and not have any outcomes that were actually positive. The fact that I'm short has allowed me to actually work hard for everything that I wanted, because I understand that I have to build my narrative. I have to control my narrative. And that has been the biggest advantage for me, because it's allowed me to keep pushing. And the first step to that is actually understanding that your height is an insecurity for you, right? Like, we're not going to ignore that your height is an insecurity if you're a short guy. You need to actually acknowledge that. And you need to take that and start asking yourself, what can I do to build my character the most that I can build my character given my circumstances? And once you start to have that mindset, that's when things start to change for you. And one of the last reasons, or the last reason, and this is from personal experience, right? And you can feel free to negate this if you want. You can deny this if you want. You can listen to other people say whatever they want. But intimacy with women is much better when you're shorter. Especially if you're a shorter guy and you date a girl that's a little bit shorter than you, or even the same height. Because when you guys look in each other's eyes, you're actually at eye level. It's more intimate. They feel safer around you. I know there's gonna be, oh no, dude, she wants to feel protected and safe with the tall guy, blah, 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 blah. When I say safe, I mean she's less intimidated. She's more comfortable around you. She doesn't see you as a threat. You don't want your girl to see you as a threat. Regardless of what social media and people are gonna tell you, you don't want your girl to see you as a threat to her. The experiences that I've had with women have been very intimate, way better when I can look at them in the eye and we're at the same level. And you can believe me or not. And you can stay down, you can stay sad about your situation, you can believe whatever you want. But I'm telling you right now, you actually have an advantage as a short guy. You do. But in order for you to use that advantage, and in order for you to acknowledge that, you actually have to believe that. You have to flip that mindset and start taking control of the things that you can control. I keep saying this in every video. Controlling the factors you can control. Leveling up your character with the attributes that you were given. And maxing out the other stats. Again, social skills, relationship skills, charisma, personality, all that. Remember, at the end of the day, regardless of your height, you're a man, bro. You're a man. Are you really gonna sit around and let your height determine how much of a man you are? Something that you had no control over is gonna determine your life as a man. You're gonna give up on women. You're gonna give up on your fitness. You're gonna give up on pretty much your entire life because you were born a certain height. That doesn't sound productive. It doesn't sound smart. And quite frankly, it actually sounds like the loser mentality. And I know if you're watching this far into the video, you don't want to be a loser. So you need to understand that if you are a short guy, you actually have one of the biggest advantages, because society is already against you. So when you win, it's going to feel even better and people are going to notice it more. Your power is actually going to be undeniable because you actually had to work for it. It wasn't just handed to you. Like most tall guys just coast through life, getting all the women they want. Yeah, that sounds cool. Sure. But are those women of substance? Are those women that actually like that person for being that person, or because of his height? When you're a short dude and a girl likes you, you know she likes you. You know she likes you. I've experienced that. Women who actually like you and will actually treat you like a king. regardless of your height. I've had that from taller women and shorter women. So look at your height as an advantage, flip your mindset, and watch how quickly things change for you. And if you need help, if you need to talk, book a one-on-one call with me down below. If you're a short dude, you want help transforming your mind and your physique, do that. We'll talk and see how we can help. Anyways, appreciate you. Thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later.